Okay, welcome back everyone, Zaf here. Don't waste your time. If you're free to play, do not summon for Go. You already get 2 free copies, meaning you get them all the way to A1 instantly. One from the login event, and one from the new growth event coming out. I will explain this later on in the video, just keep watching. So if you're free to play, honestly, you don't need a summon, unless you want to push him a bit further and go all the way to A3, but I'm telling you right now, his Almighty Break bonus isn't really needed. You can just spam his skills, that's more than enough, especially if you have him to A2, again not needed. A2, A3 is not needed for the break, but for the Ruler's Aura enhancement, giving you 20% more defense and also a reduction in your damage taken by 20%, quite substantial. For boss battles like the guild boss, this makes Go survive and everyone else just dies, so trust me, this is so useful for Go. So A3 should be the breaking point for Dolphins and free to play if you want to push it. And an A5, although it's still not necessarily the most useful A5, it's actually kind of underwhelming. So Go overall, he deals damage, he has a lot of break, but he is not like the #1 top tier unit. He is just a well-rounded unit that I do recommend you have, which you will. We get 2 free copies, so A5 if you're a whale. For the increased of damage of 60%, not too bad. The effect here is kind of hard to get off, depending on the circumstance you're in, giving you 30% crit damage and also QT damage, which again doesn't happen too often. So free to play A1 or A3 if you want to push it, so you don't have to summon unless you want A3. Dolphins A3, so 2 copies, and in Whales A5 or even A3 depending on your budget. Since Handsome is in the current banner as well, you want to make sure you get her 2 if you have Mirai. Hopefully that just summarized everything for you. Again, I'll explain all of this shortly, so make sure you watch. Didn't want to waste your time. I just want to answer those simple questions quickly for you. And also, don't make the same mistake I did. While I was summoning on stream, I accidentally switched between Handsome and Gunhee, summoned 1 copy of Handsome, oopsies, but that's okay. We had some amazing luck, but the question is he worth it? Should you summon for him? And something you have to remember, we get 2, yes 2, free copies of Gunhee. So you get 1 copy from the login events. I'm going to show you right here. As everyone knows, you should have gotten 1 copy right here. And we get 1 more copy tomorrow, not right away. Disclaimer, you do have to work for it. As I mentioned in previous videos, we have a new growth event coming. Yes, that's right. The growth events are coming back, but I'm pretty sure they are going to be rebranded. How it works is we're going to get loyalty points for doing those events. So as you can see, there is a schedule for the Weapon Growth Tournament, Artifact Growth Tournament, Armor Challenge, Accessory Challenge, not sure what that's about. Probably specific artifacts being upgraded, not too sure, but these events run for about a week and a half-ish, and the rewards are pretty good. Let me show you right here. As you can see on Loyalty Tier 3, from accumulating points, we get 1 copy of Gunhee straight up. I love that he devs added us in, and you get those points from doing the events, so the Artifact Challenge, the Accessory Challenge, you get event points, those are the loyalty points I'm assuming, Armor Challenge, event points, etc. So make sure you do this, that we get a free copy of Gunhee. That's A1 in total. W devs, they're being extremely generous. And also don't forget to support us on Netmarble Supporter Program, still have a ton of codes to send out. Make sure you support, otherwise you're missing out. We're almost at 11,000 supporters, that is absolutely crazy. Thank you everyone for the support, it means so much. And also congrats to CVR from the first comment on our last video. Here is your shout out to enjoy, yes that's right, your juicy Discord role. And let me just show you my draw history really quick. We got Gunhee in 1 summon. Going forward we got Jiwoo. So that was 30 summons for 2 SSRs and another one, 40 summons, 3 SSRs. I've never had such insane luck. Well, let's keep going. Let me show you. And you saw there that was Handsome. I accidentally summoned for her, my bad. Let's keep going with the Grimoire. A good 50-50 loss. But then look at these summons coming up. You'll be amazed. So we have Go. And then what do you think we have next? You better believe it's right. Going forward, we have yet another copy of Go. And we're just going to keep on going. Another Go. Get it going, go, go. Oh my goodness. The summoning on this stream was crazy. We got a 6 Go based on the free copy coming out in less than like 300 something summons. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's what I call some good RNG for once. So happy to see it. But anyways, enough fluff. Let's just go over. Should you summon for him? And if you are summoning for him, at what point should you stop at? That is very important. These tickets are very rare. You do not want to waste them. So honestly, if you are free to play, you shouldn't actually summon for him. If you get 2 copies from the event for free, 1 from the day login and 1 from the loyalty events, you're good to go. You're getting the main bonus here that Go does get, including the team passive buff, which is fantastic by the way, 20-second duration, 8% crit damage, and also 8% light damage. That's one juicy bonus there. You don't necessarily need the A2 bonus, a little bit more break is nice, but it is situational at best. That's the difference between using one more skill, for example. Since Go already has so much weak break, it doesn't necessarily provide a huge benefit, so that's why the A2 bonus isn't needed if you're free to play. It doesn't provide a net benefit that will outweigh the cost of all your tickets you can use for other hunters, of course, but A3 is not too bad at all. The Almighty Break is quite good, and also you have to remember, you're getting a boost to the Ruler's Aura, a 20% defense difference right here, and if we go up, you can see, we're also getting 20% not to our shield, but if we go down here, to the user's damage taken, meaning Go can literally not die. He is a super tank. On the guild boss, you will never die using Go, so you can keep dealing DPS, keep buffing your hunters, and keep providing all those greed sacks, etc., depending what set you do use on him. So I would say if you're a dolphin, this is the breaking point essentially. You're getting the Almighty Break, and you're getting the passive bonuses applied to him, and you have to remember, Go, although he's a breaker, he's just as good as dealing damage as he is breaking, as he is tanking. He's one of the most well-rounded units we've had in a very long time. And I do want to compare him not to someone like Wu, but someone like Jiwoo, dealing damage, providing some sort of utility, and also providing all that break we need. So he is basically the light version of Jiwoo in my opinion. They're both such good units. A4 not needed, and if you're a whale, you can go to this point right here. There is one issue I have with the A5 bonus. It is pretty decent, I would say. It's not like the crazy A5 bonuses we're used to seeing. So the damage of Supernova increases by 60%. It does provide a tangible bonus. That is if, of course, when the target possesses a break gauge, and when Supernova hits a target that does not have a break gauge, it grants the Will of the Fragment effect to the team members, increasing the user's crit damage by 30%. That's substantial, as long as you can get this effect off, which is not going to be easy in every single circumstance. That's a problem. I really wish they would make this easier to proc off. That's the one issue I see. But also, QT damage increasing by 150%. That's just a strange bonus in my opinion. His QT is strong though, I'll give him that. So 150% on top of this would be pretty good. But they do need to revamp the activation in my opinion. It would make him much better. But like I said before, in summary, A1 if you're free to play, that's already good enough. You're getting all the main bonuses, and he's already good off his A0 bonus. This is insane. Although your recovery is reduced, that does not matter. Go does not die. He's such a tank. We also get so many damage increases, it's actually insane. Once he activates core attack one time, his core attack does change. Same with his fighting spirit. His kit is just so good. He's such a good unit. And I'm so glad they fixed his animations. He looks so much better now. But going back down, again, A2 not needed. So A1 for free play, A3 for dolphins, and an A5 if you're a whale. Obviously, if you're a whale, you have to max out every unit. But the good thing is, if you're a dolphin, you only need 2 additional copies, and if you're a whale, only 4 copies. So Go is the cheapest SSR we've had to date. Very happy. WNet Marble, let me know in the comments, have you had good summoning luck? Because for once we actually did. I finally felt that streamer luck. It felt good getting some good RNG for once, minus my power going out midstream. Of course that would happen. I guess I'm just free to play in real life. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. I will have a build guide coming out, just covering which artifact sets will probably work best for Go. It is very important putting the right artifact sets on him, but in general, the best artifact sets for him would be Greed, 8-set Greed, or 4-set Greed, and also one set we're not used to using, that being, let me find it right here for you, not the Soul Analysis set. Although it's good, Warmonger for once can actually be decent, because we're getting a defense increase. It does provide a substantial defense bonus, helping if Gunhee scaling. Fantastic for him, let me tell you. Also Curse, is actually not too bad in this regard. Getting a 4-stack outfit alongside a 4-stack greed set gives us some substantial passives, boosting Go's damage by a lot. Go isn't just a breaker, he is a damage dealer, so his 20% damage increase is actually substantial. So make sure you choose right. I will do some further testing, of course, making sure we get the right artifact set down. But right now, if you're wondering and you want to rush him, you want to go for Greed, you want to go for Curse, and you want to go for Warmonger, depending on what you need. If you don't need Break, that being additional Break, you don't necessarily need the Greed set. You have to remember, the Greed set provides Break on top of damage for your team. So that's the main benefit. As you provide Break effects, you get the stacking ability, giving you crit rate and crit damage, very useful. So just so you know, those are the main sets I see working. Solid Analysis is okay, providing us more break, but it's just not needed. I would say for Go, damage is the primary focus, and if you want break, honestly speaking, just go for this right here. 8-side Greed providing us that increased break effect, exactly what we want for the given circumstance. So, if you enjoy, do drop a like, make sure to subscribe to the channel, that way I know you want more content like this, and do drop a comment for any questions or concerns. This was Zaf signing out.